Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being quick and efficient. How many of the options for the homework do you have to do?
3 boxes.
3 boxes. When is it due?
Friday.
Due Friday. Excellent. When is the permission slip for the field trip due? Friday. What else do you have to turn in with the permission slip?
$3.
$3, correct. And Alana, what are the qualifications?
You need $3 on Friday.
Correct.
This Friday.
Correct.
Wait, if the thing's tomorrow, why this Friday?
Because we have to purchase the tickets in advance. Okay, Alana, what else do we need besides the $3 and the permission slip? Can you say it a little bit louder so everyone can hear? Okay, now there were some questions about this. I want to make sure everyone hears this. So if you are getting your papers from the back, please do so silently. The rest of you, I need eyes on me. I'm waiting for eyes on you, please. Okay, now there were some questions about when is the last day that you can make up work in order to get a D+ or higher in all your classes. If you turn in your permission slip on Friday, then on Wednesday I will check your grades. If you have a D+ or higher in all of your classes, you are still eligible for the field trip. Okay? Yeah, if you turn in the money and you can't go, then you get your money back. Absolutely.
All right, my question is, what if like, did you see maybe actual grade if you did update?
Wait, can you say that again?
Okay. For example, me my brother secretary, he said that progress put out yesterday, those are kind of down.
So great question. If you believe you have a special circumstance where your grade on PowerSchool is not reflective of your actual standing in the class, talk to me and I will talk to your teacher for that class. Okay? Other questions? Excellent. Okay. If we are able to make it to the Day of the Dead celebration on Friday by earning our behavior points for the day, then that means we need to have a mini quiz tomorrow. Okay, so that will be over the subject pronouns, which is reviewed from last week, and the conjugation of the verb to be. Okay? Now, if we do not earn our behavior points for the day, that means that we will have no Day of the Dead celebration, and we can push the mini quiz back to Friday. Okay? Questions? Okay. So I know some of you guys are confused because you have your foldable from yesterday, and I also just gave you another foldable. The reason for that is I knew that some of you guys were going to lose it, so I made you an extra copy. But we are going to put this into context so that those of us who were confused yesterday have a little bit more to work with in terms of what this means. Okay, so when we think back to our do now, we said Emily sings versus Emily sings. We decided that Emily sings is correct because the S version of the verb goes with the third person singular version of the noun. Okay? So think about that in English. Certain styles of verbs go with certain styles of nouns. The same things happen in Spanish. So I need you to take a look at your guided notes that says present tense of AR verbs. What we're going to do is we're going to fill out just a little bit of this. Then we're going to tie it back into our foldable, and then we're going to come back and do some practice. Our eyes are on the screen where we are pulling up the guided notes to fill in, and I'll put the lights in just a second. Okay. All right, so as we said, certain versions of the verb, we're going to go with certain versions of the noun, right? Same in English as it is in Spanish. In Spanish, it's a little bit more complex. Before we move to that, the first thing we need to do is we need to recall what are our subject pronouns in Spanish. Remember that our subject pronouns are divided into first, second, and third person. They're divided into singular and plural. Okay, what does first person mean? Talking about myself or ourselves. Okay, talking about myself or ourselves. What does second person mean? Talking to you or to y'all. Okay? Talking to you or to y'all. What does third person mean? Talking about someone else. Excellent. Awesome to those of you who are participating and remember. Okay, singular versus plural. What does singular mean?
By itself.
Just one. Yep. What does plural mean?